Okay, welcome back to Themed Journal Journey. I'm April, for those of you who are new. Okay, so we did these last week, or last video, and what we're going to do today is we're going to do these. So we're going to prepare them and then stick them in as belly bands. Then we're at the point where, as you can see, I don't have anything on this page, and I don't have anything on this page. I don't have anything on these 4 pages. So I've got to think of something else to put on these. Maybe I'll just be boring and put another big one here and just start the process over until I'm done with pages. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Anyway, no, the other video just got done. I just got done doing the last video, so no, it's not quite done drying yet, but that's okay. And let's see. I want them both with the bees on them. I must say, just out of all the paper we did when I did the faux ink papers, this is my favorite. The blue, purple, and pink. Or the green, blue, and purple. Anyway, let's see if we can get this. Yep, okay, now there we go. Okay, so we got similar sizes. There's a little bit different on each one, but that's okay, no big deal. And we'll just stick this under here. All right. Oh, you know what? Maybe we can do some tucks on those pages I don't know what to do with. Yeah, maybe that's what we could do. All right. I'm just going to take this off momentarily so that I can open the book and we can glue these in, and there we go. And then we'll work in mine for the rest of one, and you'll see my creative process and how, you know, I sort of make decisions and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, because we do need to let this book rest, and since I don't know really what we're doing next yet in my book, because my book is the grand experiment. If I now the question is do I want that hanging down below, or do I, and on top? You know what? Yeah, let's just leave it. All right, doesn't bother me as much as I expected, because, you know, this is the first project that I've actually done, or yeah, have done, that's more junk journal than any other ones, because normally I like to leave the pages open for people to journal in, because actually it's a journal. Yeah. Okay, so that's what we'll leave that there, and then what I'm going to do is put the rubber bands back on here so it will stay shut as it dries. Okay, so we'll leave that for later. Now let's get out mine, and if we do okay. Boy, this one really wants to be a part of this journal. Okay, so if I do a tuck, I can do it in this corner. Let's see if we have enough room to do an upper tuck. Yes, yes, I do. Okay, let's do that. It will be something I haven't done yet, and all right, it'll be fun to do. And we can use up some scraps. And that's always important. Oh, make sure your charms are out of the way. Don't glue your charms down to your page. All right. So this is my one that I'm doing for myself because I want to have a whole collection of steampunk stuff. Yeah. All right, so let's see. There we go. We're going to need to flip these out so I can get the tucks in. All right. There. Okay. That's what we'll do. Okay, and we'll grab one more and make sure it's still all right. Gotta make sure you put it in the crack of the book. There we go. Oh yeah, and when I was doing starting to do these center pockets in like these for my grandson, let me show you. Let me get out a book and I want to show you a trick I discovered while doing that. Okay. Okay, let's put this over here. So if you haven't started your center pockets, you find your center, and you can, you know, actually go to the end, find the last 127 divided by 2 is 64, or, oh, this is a screenwriter's book, it looks like, or something, I don't know. Anyway, let me show you. So you take this end and you sort of use this and you pull it taut. Then you stick it down into the crevice of the book, and then you do this. And holding it taut here and wiggling your finger here and then creasing it makes every single page the same size. So anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. Anyhow, I didn't discover that when I was, you know, working with you guys, and I discovered it when I was actually doing my grandson's book. So anyway, now we got the tucks. What else should we do? Oh, you know what Pam likes to do? Let's see. Oops. What's that? Oh, it's over here. All right. Anytime you discover glue seeping, the best thing to do is immediately, I love this stuff. It's the back of clear laminate paper, you know, the stuff that you can put on your shelves and on your kids' books to protect them, stuff like that. Yeah. So I just jam it in here and I let it dry like that. Okay, so what was I thinking? Oh yeah, okay. What I've seen Pam at the Paper Outpost do, let's see if we can find a bigger sheet. Hang on. Aha, here we go. Now I have to find one that I like. Hang on. All right. Let me show you the paper. Ooh, let's use her. Like her. All right. Now, because these sheets are slightly smaller than, our book pages are smaller than the page itself, remember? And so what we need to do on this is narrow it down, and then take this and divide it on both sides of the page. So we're going to do 2 of these. Okay. Now, no, I don't have them over there. Oh, here they are. All right. So what I do is I measure. Sorry, I have to get my big fat head in the way. So that's 1 inch. So what I am going to do is to take that inch and take it into a 1/2 inch over here, and then a 1/2 inch over here, right there. Erase that. Okay, now we have where we want to cut on both sides with your guillotine. Not that this is a real guillotine, but anyway, or paper slicer, or whatever you want to call it. Now, instead of putting our thumbnail at the top, we're going to put it at the bottom. Now, let's make sure that this fits, and then we'll do the second page before we start doing anything on the page. Okay, let's see if that fits pretty good. Oh, come on, Buck. Yeah, that should be okay. All right, let's see. We need to find another one to put in here. Another one. Ooh, I like the airship. Let's do the airship one. Okay, then what I do is I take this and I sort of, put it in the center. And then I don't have to measure with the ruler again. I just measure against what I already did. And then I can take this. Okay, now, we need to score this one too, as well as do a few other things with this. Okay, so we got this. If we stick it in the crack, no, wait a minute. We don't want to stick it in the crack because what we want to do is do a peekaboo. All right, and I think what we're going to do is make the score line, we're going to put it right up against this, line there. And then we're going to do a little score here. There. Okay. Now. All right, got to make sure it's right on that line, so when you score it, it's a straight score. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, and then you can just erase that. Okay, so we want to score it. Now we need a crisp edge on this, so we're going to get out the bone folder. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna score it this way because we wanna be able to move it both directions without hurting the page too much. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're going to put a little line here. Make sure that this is aligned properly. And we're gonna put the same score with this one. All right. Ugh, so don't do this left-handed very well. All right. Hence the way I turn it upside down. Anyway, for those of you who are new, I'm ambidextrous and there's some things I can do left-handed and some things I cannot do. Trimming paper is not one of them. Okay, so we're going to fold this way and we're going to use the bold folder here. And we're going to do it this way. Okay, so now we've got these two things taken care of. What we're going to do now, oh yeah, it's over there, is we're going to put the thumb hole at the bottom of this one. So I'm going to use my 2-hole punch and just sort of eyeball it and see it and line it up. Okay, so that worked out really well. All right, boy, what a messy desk I've got. Okay, that means I'm having fun. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Okay, then the next thing we need to do is, let's see here. What is that? Something got on here. Don't know what. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use our paddle brush and we're going to make this pretty. So once the envelopes and the thing that we just made, or the belly bands we just put in are all dry, then we'll go and do this for the next 2 pages of the giveaway book. Finally glad I remembered that I saw Pam do this, you know. Maybe not steampunk. I've never seen her do steampunk, but this technique, you know. She calls it the peekaboo. I'm good with that. Okay. Oops. All right, there we go. Now, all right. Okay, now I'm going to put a little glue on that, and then we'll glue it down. So I'm just using my Fabri-Tac on this, Fabri-Fix or Beacon 3-in-1. They're all the same company. They're all the same glue. It's just whether or not you're willing to pay extra for the brand name, which I am not. So if I don't get it on sale, I don't buy Fabri-Tac at all. All right, hang on. I got glue down here, a glue blob. Look at that. All right, in the trash you go. Okay, now let's see if we can get this thing down before it decides to run amok. Okay, now with the thumb piece down, what happens now is that the person will get it and flip it up, and we're gonna have something under here. I don't know what yet, but we'll figure it out. All right, so this will now go here. Okay, see that one? All right. Yep, you want to flip all these out of the way so that you don't accidentally glue them down. And remember, we want to keep the there we go. That should do. Oh, look at that. All right. This is going to be a little bit more tricky, I think. Got another glue blob down there. All right. All right. We're going to have to wait until that dries. So that means we only have one page left. What do we want to do on our last page, April? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Tucks. Well, oh, I put it on the wrong page. Look at me go. I'm an idiot. All right, we'll try this again. Glad I caught that in time. All right. There, that's better. Now we've got to all right, we're gonna have to do something to hide this when we put down the next thing. Anyway, oh, here it is. I can use this. All right, that way. Okay, I have 2 more pages left, and I gotta figure out something to do with these. All right. I was thinking that I could cut this in half. Let's see, 3 inches. We needed 3 inches. Yep, 3 inches. I could cut this in half and then stitch the sides and have a couple little pockets there. And what I could do, oh, this might be a good idea. All right, hang on. Hang on, I need another 6x6 paper. 6x6 paper. Aha, I think this is a 6x6. It may be a little bit wider. Nope, it isn't. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to use that one or not. Well, you know what? Yeah, I am going to use that one. But before I do, we're going to put some steampunk into it. All right. All right, that looks good. Okay, what I'm thinking, and I'll have to sew them together before I can tell if this is a good idea or not. But no, I want that one to be down a little bit. All right. Something like that. Let's take a look at our page and have a cascade. Yeah, that works. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. We're going to ink these up. Oh, hang on. I now have an extra tackle box to put my dauber ends. Yes, that makes my type A personality the little heart dance with glee. And we're only gonna do one side, and then we're going to do a little here. All right, we're gonna go here. And then here. I'm so excited that some of you said that you're going to try this project. I'm really happy about that. I am, oh yeah, in the inside. And then Okay, now let me just get my, I think I have my 1-incher puncher or something up here. This is my 5/8 inch. Let's see. They like to be the same circles, same size. One has, I think this is my 1/2 inch. This is 5/8 inch. Okay. I want all these pieces in the, all these punched out pieces in the exact same spot. So decide which one you want for up. All right. All right. Now all of my up pieces should have let's just make sure. Boy, now I'm all confused. All right. Okay, this is up. That's up. This is up. Oh, that's why I'm all confused, because I didn't do this one properly. I got it all turned around. All right. This is up now, and this is up. Now we want this one to be up. This is up, April. Ugh. All right. Once you decide which one's all up, then we're going to punch the thumb hole in each one at the same time. There. So that they'll be at the exact same spot. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put these back in order. Okay, this is the front. This is the 4th one, and this is the 5th one. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to run our brush see, you don't want any of the weight to show. If you don't have the exact, you don't want any of that weight. All right. All right. Okay, now, in order to do this on the sewing machine, I've got to put them together first and then let them dry. Otherwise, the Aleene's glue will just make it so impossible to put together. All right, so we're going to run the Aleene's down. All right. All right. Now our last one. All right, now we're going to put them down. Now, What I want is for them to be about like that. I don't know how else to describe it. So that means that I'm going to put a strip of glue here and then put the envelope down on top. Okay. There. Okay. Then we're going to go here. Do the same with this one. All right. And I'm sorry, I don't have any better idea of how to do this with the glue, because I want to be able to take this straight to the sewing machine and then just run a strip down, a strip down. Yeah. Okay. And now we need to make the same one. We need to make one more for the, no, we only have 2 more spaces in here. I only want it. Oh, do I want to do 2? Let's see. All right, so we got this lady down. Then we need this for here. I mean, look how pretty that is. I hope you can see it. And once I get it stitched, then we can do a U shape and we'll have a pocket that's this long. I like that idea. And then we need something for here. I don't want the same idea back to back. That's the thing. I haven't duplicated anything. I may just let that rest and call it a day and let you guys go, and I will continue thinking on what I'm going to put right there. Oh, let me show you. I have an idea. All right. Ah, there we go. Now it'll fit on there. Okay. What I was thinking, where is it? Here it is. Remember when we made these? I'm thinking I could do one big one like this and then cut it down into a small one and then do only a half of one. I think, and make it a pocket that you could flip up. We wouldn't have to decorate the back of this because we're going to glue it in. Let's see if the measurements are all right. All right. Yeah, let's see. So this is 9 3/4 in width, so half of that would be here. Let's see if that is correct on this page. We could do it a little shorter, maybe to here. All right, let's measure from the edge to there. Sorry, didn't mean to bonky you. So that's 4 1/4. Okay. So that's what I think I'm going to do for the last one, and I'll make that pocket with you on the next video. All right. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me on today's Theme Journal Journey. Please like, share, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when the next Theme Journal Journey is about ready to begin. And I will talk to you all later. Bye.